Je vais vous parler de la création de l'Association des universités africaines. Il faut remonter dans les années 60 pour pouvoir comprendre le processus. Déjà en 1960, nos dirigeants estimaient que l'éducation est l'outil majeur pour pouvoir lutter contre la pauvreté et assurer le développement.
I am Nodumo Dlamini, the Director of ICT Services and Knowledge Management at the Association of African Universities. The Association of African Universities is a network of 400 universities in Africa. The biggest value that the universities benefit from being members of the association is this big platform that allows them to collaborate, allows them to work together, allows them to teach together. Through this platform, a university in North Africa can work with a university in Southern Africa, and also those in East Africa can work with those in West Africa.
Founded November 1967 at a conference in Rabat, Morocco, by heads of African higher education institutions, the association is currently headquartered in Accra, Ghana.
My name is Maxwell Amo-Hoyt. I'm the Director of Finance of the Association of African Universities. The association sustains itself from contributions from member universities and also from other development partners. Some of our development partners include the World Bank, other governmental agencies like the Swedish International Development Agency, UK Department for International Development, and other partners. We also receive a lot of support from other governments, especially the government of Ghana. Other partners include the African Union, which is more or less the parent organization of the Association of African Universities. The Association of African Universities hosts the Secretariat for the African Union's Continental Education Strategy. And by so doing, we provide coordinating roles for the African Union in helping members achieve their targets.
Déjà en 1960, nos dirigeants estimaient que l'éducation est l'outil majeur pour pouvoir lutter contre la pauvreté et assurer le développement. Et rappelons-nous que les années 60, la décade 60, a été une décade où la plupart des pays africains ont obtenu leur indépendance ou ont, pris les dispositions pour être indépendants. C'était donc aussi l'année de développement, dans la mesure où tous ces pays indépendants devaient se retrouver de temps en temps pour parler de comment mettre ensemble leurs problèmes et trouver une solution commune à leurs problèmes. Et dans ce contexte-là, l'éducation était une priorité pour eux, surtout l'éducation universitaire. Et sur ce plan-là, les universités aussi se sont organisées grâce à l'UNESCO qui a parrainé plusieurs réunions depuis Madagascar jusqu'au Maroc.
My name is Jonathan Umba. I'm the Director of Research and Academic Planning. The programs and projects that we run at AAU are consistent with our strategic plan, and they are implemented for our higher education stakeholders, namely the higher education institutions in Africa. These programs are implemented in such a way that our stakeholders will get the benefit of membership of our association. And our programs also are aligned with a number of global and international agendas on higher education, including the Continental Education Strategy for Africa and the Agenda 2063. So these programs are aligned with a number of international agendas with a view to promoting higher education in Africa.
The AAU is the apex organization and principal forum for consultation, exchange of information, and cooperation among universities in Africa.
I am Professor Nkusa Mahao, Vice Chancellor of the National University of Lesotho in the Kingdom of Lesotho in Southern Africa. There are roughly 77 universities that are affiliated with the AAU in the region. But as you might be aware, there are a lot more universities that are as yet to take the membership of the Association of African Universities. Well, universities that are not members of the AAU are missing quite a lot. First of all, let's appreciate this one point, that the AAU is a main driver from the angle of training and capacitating the human resources of the continent, the agenda of the African Union 2063. So if an institution is not on board, it is missing the opportunity to leverage on the opportunities that are provided by the association in the area of training, human resource capital, training their own staff and students, the opportunities that are provided by the universalization of quality management on higher education on the continent, and many other opportunities that are provided.
Et en 1963, il y a eu une réunion à Khartoum, au Soudan, où les chefs des institutions d'enseignement supérieur ont décidé de créer l'Association des universités africaines. Finalement, la création va se faire à une conférence qui s'est tenue à Rabat au Maroc, et la création de l'Association des universités africaines a eu lieu le 12 novembre 1967.
I'm Prof. Hassan Kafi, AAU Governing Board member, representing for East African region. Also, I am the president of Plasma University, Mogadishu, Somalia. We really like to give a call for universities in Africa, especially in East Africa, those which are not members still in the Association of African Universities. We are calling them because we feel the organization, it represents the voice of higher education in Africa being seen all over the world.
I'm here with the Association of African Universities Television, AUTV. I just want to say that without the media, you won't know what's going on in the world. Even with the media, you sometimes don't know what's going on in the world. So you need to tune in to the reliable sources who are really on the front lines, who can give you the information you need and give you facts, not conjecture, give you real news, not fake news. And this is the place to find it, AUTV.
The voice of higher education.
Good day, Africa, and welcome to a brand new season of AU Talks. And AU Talks is brought to you by the Association of African Universities. We are in 2020 and we have the best content for you that cuts across the various disciplines in academia. And in 2020, AU is embarking on the special partnership drive, especially with African continent and also with diaspora as well. And today we will be discussing one of the key partnership drives that we'll be embarking on in 2020. Don't forget that you can join the conversation via our social media platforms, Association of African Universities on Facebook, AUTV_African Universities on Twitter, and we are now on Instagram. You can get us, that is AUTV official on Instagram as well. We'll go for a short break, and when I return, I will let you know who my guest is and the topic for discussion. My name is Kwesi Sam. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned.
Westminster Business School is one of the largest and the most experienced provider of business and management education in London. Our purpose is to transform the prospects of our students by equipping them with the knowledge, the skills and the mindset to succeed in management and leadership. Our faculty also engage in applied research and in knowledge exchange to actively inform business practice and public policy. As a business school, we're distinctive in a number of ways. We're known for our practical and applied education, rooted in the university's 180-year history as the first ever polytechnic. Secondly, every single one of our courses is recognised or accredited by an international professional body. This is to ensure that we educate our students in the way that businesses and the professions expect. Thirdly, our students can expect a focus on sustainability. We ensure that our business leaders of tomorrow understand the significant role they need to play in the future to tackle many of the global challenges we face: climate change, pollution, poverty, and waste. Our focus on practical and professional education has delivered an excellent market reputation. In 2018, the UK Institute for Fiscal Studies and Department of Employment ranked Westminster Business School in the top 20 for labour market returns, as measured by earnings and employment 5 years after graduation. In addition, our community of around 5,000 students brings together one of the most culturally and internationally diverse populations of any business school in the UK. We have students from around 150 different countries. Come and join us. We occupy an enviable location right in the heart of London, providing our students with access to the very best business and social opportunities that any international city can offer.
If you just tuned in, you are still watching AU Talks, and this is the brand new season of AU Talks on AU Television. My name is Kwesi Sam, and like I told you before we went on a break, we are bringing you exciting content in 2020, and we are embarking on a partnership drive. And the key thing that we are discussing today is the North and South partnership and collaboration through business programs. And we are privileged to be hosting one of our own, very astute academic, and she is coming from the University of Westminster, and she is Mrs. Irene Brew-Riverson. Welcome to AU Talks.
Thank you so much.
I think I can call you Irene.
You certainly can. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Great. So we are excited to host you.
Thank you.
And probably this is the first episode for 2020, and we are discussing key partnerships that we need to embark upon as a continent. And I don't know, you just heard of the Year of Return, where the Ghana president was talking about the fact that African diaspora must come back to the continent and not necessarily Ghana. And so it is important that as a continental education institution, we take advantage of the academic aspect as well. Absolutely. So we are so much happy to host you in 2020. But before we go straight into the discussion, first of all, we want to even know more about University of Westminster. If we're talking about this university, it has existed for more than a century, right? Certainly. What must we know about your university?
Okay, so I guess the first thing to say is we often introduce the University of Westminster as a special university. We think of it as a special university because it was the very first polytechnic established in 1838.
Oh, wonderful.
And since 1992, when we became a university, we've really embraced our vision to transform the lives of young people and, of course, adults, and to ensure that they realize their potential. Okay. So we're all about training for practical and professional lives within the UK and abroad. We have about 160 nations represented at our university, and we pride ourselves on the diverse approach that we have to everything that we do.
Great. So in terms of academic programs, in terms of faculty, in terms of your research, what will you share with us?
So we have a spectrum of programs that run from business to fashion and construction, project management, and so on. And my particular remit really concerns the business school. Okay. So the Westminster Business School is one of the largest business schools in the UK. And we have about 4,500 students. Okay. Our intake every year is around 1,200 undergraduates and 600 postgraduate students. Our business school is set up in 4 sub-schools. So we have the School of Accounting and Finance.
Okay.
Finance is very important to us in Africa. And the School of Marketing and Management. We have the School of Applied Management and the School of Organizations, Economy and Society.
And that is your school specifically?
That's right. So
Great.
I work in the School of Organizations, Economy